Hey, shalom, 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 everyone. Welcome to another episode of My Take with Rosh Ya'acob. This is another live episode of Rosh Ya'acob and Abraham, of My Take with Rosh Ya'acob and Abraham. You can tell it's live already. I am Rosh Ya'acob, Rabbi of Gethsemane Spiritual Temple Congregation. On this show, we deal with issues. We try to look at everything based off of the Torah perspective. Tonight is Monday night, where we deal with headlines and breaking news and things that's been going on in the community and try to touch on those things and give our perspective on it, right? Torah perspective. You know, all the perspectives that I give are based off of Torah and of course my understanding of the Torah. Tonight it got three main topics. I also got something else I'm going to talk about as well. But the three main topics we want to talk about is, of course, the Pope passing, Shannon Sharpe and all the stuff that's going on with him. Actually going to deal with that on Thursday as well for our rules of engagement. And, of course, the blockbuster movie Sinners and all the things that's going on around that. So we're going to talk about all these things. Not going to keep you guys long tonight. Just long enough to get into these things. All right. So with that being said and done, I just want to say shalom, shalom, shalom to everyone. Want to give a big up to the sponsors. But before I go into the sponsors, I want to say, if this is your first time on this channel and you like the information that's being presented, you like the way we do things, if you want to help spread Torah knowledge and the different things that we're dealing with that, you can please subscribe to the channel. Please like and share the videos. If you want to beef and argue with me, please like and share the videos, or just share the videos. Share the videos on your platform saying, look at this guy. Who does he think he is? Share it on those platforms, right? Because the more it gets shared, the more the algorithms reads this and says, hey, this must be something people want to see. This must be something people want to know more about. And then it will work towards that goal. So please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Now, I also want to let you know that I got the Royal Beard oil, the royal beard oil. This is from our sister Linda. She has all of these different products. So you got the royal beard oil, and of course the royal beard butter. These are two uniquely things. It does certain things to your beard to make it nice and conditioning, especially this butter. This butter is the truth. I'm telling you. The oil is good too. It got a nice scent to it. It's light. If you just want to have your beard to have a shine to it and a glow, the oil is the way to go. But if you want your beard to be manageable and still have that sheen look, I'm telling you, this royal butter is the truth. I use it myself all of the time. So information is in the description below. Simply Gorgeous Glow. She doesn't only have things for men, but she also has stuff for women. So please check out her website below. All the information is found below. Also, we got the Art of Clothing in the building. The Art of Clothing in the building. Stand up for them. Our brother Alex doing big things in the community. So please, if you can, all his information is in the below too for his webpage as well. So I just want to say, please like, share, and I'm about to say like, share, and subscribe. Well, yeah, like, share, and subscribe. But please go to his webpage and check out his information. Both him and Sister Linda are helping to spread Torah knowledge. So, we want to get this Torah knowledge spread. They're doing different things on their platforms and doing different things within their community. They might even have sales. Like if you say you heard about the product on my show, they might have a sale for you just because you mentioned my take with Rosh Ya'acob. So please hit them up. Information is down below. And with no further ado, we're going to hear a word from one of our sponsors, the Art of Clothing. All right, welcome back, everyone. So we're going to get right into our show for tonight. As I said, I'm not going to hold you guys long. I'm going to jump right into this. The first thing I wanted us to do is look at this thing about the Pope. Just wanted to go into the stuff about the Pope. As you guys know, last week, the Pope passed away. And the Christian world has been shaken, and because we got to remember that the Pope is the father of the Christian world. I know there's going to be some Christians mad at me, but the Protestant movement came from Catholicism. Protestant mean they was protesting against the Catholic Church. So they came out of that. That's how come they still so wrapped into it. That's how come if something happened with the Pope, even people that's not Catholic, but that's part of the Protestant movement, they still Catholic, they just protesting against it. Right? That's just like saying you got people that call themselves Americans and say they're Americans, but when they protest against America, that don't make them not Americans anymore. They just protested against certain things that's going on in America. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but I call it what it is, right? But anyway, there's a lot of stuff going on with this, and rumors are, because the conclave is coming up, and the conclave is when I believe it's the cardinals all get together and secret voting stuff, and they try to figure out who is going to be the next pope. And rumors are having it that the next pope could very well be a black man from the continent of Africa.
And on to our final story for today. History could be in the making in the Vatican as speculation grows over who might be the next leader of the Catholic Church. Across Africa, prayers are currently being offered for Pope Francis. The pontiff passed away yesterday at the age of 88. He was battling health complications and recently suffered bouts of pneumonia. It was confirmed that he died from a stroke and irreversible cardiocirculatory arrest. As the world mourns, Africa finds itself both grieving and watching with anticipation. There's a possibility.
So she said Africa is grieving and watching with anticipation. Why are they watching with anticipation? Because a great amount of the Catholic world is in Africa. And you got a lot of these cardinals and so forth in Africa. And these guys are in the running to be the Pope just as the other cardinals around the world.
Possibility that the world might get the first black African Pope after centuries. Africa is home to nearly 272 million Catholics. It accounts...
272 million Catholics are in Africa.
For nearly a fifth of the global Catholic population.
A fifth? A fifth? That's a lot. 1/5 of the population of Catholicism is there. And the brother's ready. Look, they already got the brother ready. Look at that.
And yet, for centuries, the Church's leadership has been dominated by Europe. In his decades of papacy, the Pope Francis began to change that shift, lifting African voices. He appointed more African cardinals and often reminded the Vatican of its responsibility to the global South. Now, in his passing, the depth of mourning in Africa is immense. Nigerian President Bola Tinubu described him as a quote-unquote tireless champion of the poor. South Africa's President Ramaphosa said his worldview on inclusion, and other African leaders echoed a similar sentiment. It's in that spirit that the name of Cardinal Peter Turkson of Ghana has emerged as a serious contender to succeed Pope Francis. If chosen, he would become the first black pope in modern times, and also only the second African in church history.
Now, wait till y'all see what he stands for. I'm gonna let y'all see. Right? They bigging this guy up to be the next pope. I wonder how many people gonna say it's DEI. Is it gonna be DEI if he become the next pope? Is it gonna be a DEI pope? Is that what y'all gonna say? Let's answer the question. Every time somebody black moves up in the world somewhere nowadays, y'all use this term DEI. I just want to know, are y'all going to use this term for the Pope if he end up being black?
Turkson rose in the Vatican circles over the years. He has spoken out on poverty, climate change, and inequality. He is a staunch defender of traditional church teachings and at the same time has shown openness to evolving conversations.
So, he's really into the biblical teachings and trying to conserve it, and he's on point with it, right? But watch what else he likes. Watch this. I'm gonna rewind that a little bit. Let me rewind that a little bit. All right, let's see.
Rose in the Vatican circles over the years. He has spoken out on poverty, climate change, and inequality. He is a staunch defender of traditional church teachings and at the same time has shown openness to evolving conversations. Turkson has challenged Africa's harsh LGBTQ+ laws. And when Pope Francis sought a heavy hand in conflict-ridden South Sudan.
So he bold. He in Africa, where they really don't like that LGBT. They really don't like the alphabets. He's in Africa saying, coming out hard on them. How dare y'all, like, defending and fighting for it. The Pope sent him in to do certain specific things to do in Africa.
Sudan, it was Turkson who was sent. He was seen both as a spiritual man and a diplomat. Other names who are in contention are Cardinal Fridolin Mbongo Basungu. The 65-year-old is from the Democratic Republic of Congo. He leads 7 million Catholics in local church and is a revered voice among people in the African nation.
So I got the description for this video. I got the link for this video in the description below. So if you guys want to finish watching it, this is from the Firstpost. This is from the Firstpost. So if you guys want to continue to watch it, it's right down in the description, the link for this video. Tell me what you guys think. Put it in the chat. What you guys think? Put it in the comments. Do you think it's gonna be a black pope? You guys think that's possible, that a black pope can emerge? Do y'all see that? Do y'all see it being a black pope? That's the thing I want to know. When y'all think about a black pope, do y'all say, you know what, it's going to be a black pope? Do y'all see that? Can y'all see that? You know what I'm saying? Just these are things I want to know. I want to know, can y'all see anything about a black pope? Do y'all think anything will be going on with a black pope? Let me know. Let me know. All right. So, just checking some things out. All right. So, I want to check some things out to make sure everything is good. So let me go, and I got to go to our next story. Our next story is going to be dealing with President Trump. I tried to get away from it, but it was something that happened today, and I said, oh, man, I got to talk about this. It was something that happened today that I had to talk about it. So let me pull up the article for it. Let's see if I can pull up the article for it so I can look at it now and check it out. So I'll go to it real quick. Let me see if I can make these letters bigger. I want to read this article to you guys from today. And it was dealing with President Trump. Did I make that too big? I think I might have made that too big. What you guys think? I made it too big? That's good enough. I'm going to keep it right there. That should be good enough. Right? I think I made that too big for a minute. I'm like, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. You thought we was finished? Anyway, let's check this out. All right, so look at the title. Let me go back up to the title. Trump's call out of Russia's Vladimir Putin is raising eyebrows. And again, see, this is from earlier today, right? So I said I wanted to find something, because this breaking news, I want to talk about stuff that's happening now. I don't just want to talk about stuff that happened last week. but we, like I said, we looking at the information with the other people. We see if that's going to happen. But let's look at this, right? So he calls out Vladimir Putin. Look what it says. President Trump is threatening sanctions and tariffs on Russia if Putin doesn't reach an agreement to end the war in Ukraine. Some are surprised considering Trump's affinity for the Russian leader. Right? So some are surprised, right? So, but Trump is like, look, I'm trying to pull this together. Hey, I'm just like you. Now, people surprised though. They surprised because they're like, oh, we thought he loved Trump so much. I mean, Putin so much. How we threatening him? So let's see what happens. This is Ari Shapiro, the host. He says, President Trump is threatening sanctions and tariffs on Russia. If its president, Vladimir Putin, doesn't reach an agreement to end the war in Ukraine. Now, threatening economic tariffs against a foreign country is nothing new, but the fact that he's calling out Putin by name is raising eyebrows, considering Trump's long and well-documented affinity for the Russian leader. Now, that makes you think either y'all put too much into that or it wasn't all that y'all thought it was going to be. But of course, nobody wants to say that because everybody wants to still attribute all that to him. But just him saying this in his manner is letting everybody know that, hey, this might not be what you think it is. So look at what he says. It says, Franco Ordonez Blind said, almost 7 years ago, meeting with Vladimir Putin in Helsinki, Finland, President Trump was asked about allegations of Russian meddling in the 2016 elections and if he believed his own intelligence agencies or Putin. So now they're going all the way back to this because I guess they're surprised that Trump is seemingly going at Putin. So this is the soundbite from the archive. President Trump says, I have President Putin. He just said it's not Russia. I have President Putin. He just said it's not Russia. I will say this. I don't see any reason why it would be. Now, the reason why they said it would be because they never thought he would win. They never thought he would win. So the mere fact that he beat Hillary, they said, hold up, something had to happen. So look at what he's saying. It was an extraordinary moment that helped paint Trump's approach to dealing with Putin, let alone other autocratic leaders, which was also in stark contrast to his abrasive approach with allies. The fawning continued. He even called Putin a genius with Russia invaded when Russia invaded Ukraine 3 years ago. So it was quite a shift last week when Trump warned of big tariffs if Russia didn't make a deal soon. In a statement, he told Putin, quote, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. So now they went to another old soundbite from the archives. Here go Trump again, President Trump again. I mean, he's grinding it out. But most people thought that war would be over in about 1 week. And now you're into 3 years. So he can't be thrilled. It's not making him look very good. Right, so it says, Ordonez, Russian analyst Sam Sharpe, who was at RAND, says it's a sign of Trump's struggles to make progress. So Trump does not seem to have come to view that Putin is resisting engaging on this issue. Sharpe emphasized that no one knows what type of talks are happening behind closed doors, but Trump promised to resolve the crisis within 24 hours. Karp and other analysts like Art Green, who served in the Biden White House, see the moves as acknowledge that any deal Trump tries to strike is going to be far more difficult and complicated than he might have initially believed. Art Green says this is a positive sign that Trump believes that it's important to exert pressure on Russia in order to resolve this war in a way that's favorable to U.S. interests. So see how it's making him look. So this could be trying to make him look good, like he been tough on everybody. I don't know. What you guys think? Again, breaking news. What you guys think? Do you think Trump really mean that? You think he's really going to be hard on Putin? Or do you believe this is just a setup to make him look good? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. All right. So, let me get the rest of this together. Now, this part we about to go to now, we're going to deal with Shannon Sharpe. We're going to deal with Shannon Sharpe in this part right now. And this is our girl, Jaguar Wright. Know y'all know Jaguar Wright. And I'm let her start off this stuff dealing with Shannon, because I like that take on it. Now, mind you, I'm not going to get too deep into this Shannon Sharpe issue, because on Thursday's show, I'm actually going to do a rules of engagement dealing with Shannon Sharpe and just give us some insight on, you know, how we should view that having relationships amongst our people. So I'm going to revisit this on Thursday. But I wanted to touch on this because this is a big issue. Like, all throughout the internet, I either see the Pope, or I've been hearing lately about Trump and Putin, or I've been hearing about Shannon Sharpe. Like, Shannon Sharpe is all over everything. Shannon Sharpe, and so we're going to look into this. We're going to see, and of course, the last one that we're going to talk about, sinners. Yeah, that's the main one I want to focus on for a minute. So I'm trying to get through these other ones so we get the sinners. I can really harp on that because that's the main one I want to focus on, the sinners. So I'm going to let our sister go ahead.
So Tony Busby, he had reached out to a bunch of people to ask if anyone has a case against, of course, Diddy and a few other people. Please come to him for him to get this case. And again, with regarding Shannon Sharpe, do you feel like, because Shannon Sharpe said this is a witch hunt, a shakedown, is Busby? Do you feel like technically victims are going to go to him because he actually is going to go through with prosecute or the lawsuits versus just going to anyone with another name?
Yeah. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. This is one of my moderators. Something must be happening.
All right. So while she's saying, hold on one second, and dealing with our moderator and trying to see what's going on, the thing is, when we dealing with this is, what he said basically is, remember, Shannon Sharpe called out the lawyer by name and said this lawyer always go after black men specifically that's famous or rich, and he pointed out how the guy went after Jay-Z. So we're going to see what, Jaguar always got a unique thing about it. So I figured I could deal with the case this way, dealing with what Jaguar's talking about. But I want to look at it relationship-wise on Rules of Engagement Thursday, because that's when we deal with relationships. But I think I could deal with this one this way now. So I'm going to go ahead and let our sister finish.
No, because it's about to get serious. You know, a lot of people were angry at Shannon Sharpe after his Cat Williams 2024. God ain't playing with y'all.
Yes, people was angry. People was angry. They said you're not going to get the well-named stars on your show no more. Don't even think about it. People was really, really mad that he gave Cat Williams that platform and just let Cat Williams be Cat Williams. They felt like he should have controlled it more. He should have made sure Cat didn't say certain things. They felt like you just was sitting there letting Cat do whatever he wanted to do. And they was really, really mad at him about that. They was really mad at him about that. So I'm going to let her finish.
Interview. A lot of people were angry with him.
Yes, they were.
Matter of fact, there's a lot more people who reached out to him after Cat, who he turned away because he couldn't take the heat. Is everyone forgetting that? And Cat warned him, they're going to come for you. Monique.
Yeah, Cat did say that. Cat told him, they'll come for you. Monique said it. Everything she said thus far is facts. People always want to get on her. Oh, she a conspiracy theorist. Oh, she this. Oh, she that. Everything Jaguar Wright is saying right now is facts. And she got a webpage out there. You can check it out. thejaguarwright.com. Check out whatever she got going on with that. But I'm telling you, everything she said thus far is facts. Right? Let's see if something she gonna say they gonna make sense.
He came after that, told him, they about to get you.
Yeah.
You better watch who you kicking it with.
Yeah.
She told him the kindest, most polite way possible.
Now, she talked about Monique. But Monique told him, watch the relationships you're getting into. And Monique did say, that's something we're going to touch on. You know, Sister Jaguar is going to touch on a lot of things that we're going to talk about on Thursday. But that's something we're going to touch on Thursday about relationship-wise and making sure people stay together and making sure in that situation, just looking at how different dynamics can either build a relationship or mess one up, right? But she's on point with a lot of what she's saying. Just wanted to say that.
And then all of a sudden, he's accidentally going on Instagram, setting up whole corn lives. Humiliation ritual.
Yeah.
Down to the floor.
Yep.
But why is nobody paying attention to? They're talking about money. 10 million offered to be quiet. She asked for 25,000 for the SCX. He wants 100 million for defamation and whoopty-whoopty-woo and all of this. Why is nobody talking about the simple fact that this is a man that's pushing 60 who's messing with a girl that's barely old enough to drink?
See, we're going to deal with that. That's an issue in our community. That's an issue in our community. I know it only comes in a light when it's a star or somebody famous. You see the star, you see somebody famous going through something like that. That's what everybody talks about it. But this is something that happens in our community a lot. I don't know about you, but I remember growing up and seeing a lot of young women that I went to school with jumping in slick older dudes' cars, going home, and these dudes was paid, and they was older than all of us, old enough to be their daddy. Gotta keep this in mind, people. So this is definitely something we're going to talk about on Thursday. So you get a glimpse of something we're going to talk about on Thursday. But I'm going to let Jaguar keep cooking. This is all going to tell you. This is all I'm going to let Jaguar keep cooking. Go ahead, sister. Go ahead, Coty.
Yeah.
Let's stay there.
Let's stay there.
Because everybody skipped over that. They also skipped over the name that he dropped.
Okay.
She's a very unique name. Now, I'm not going to say her first name, but the family name that she holds is Zuniga.
All right, so we're going to look this Zuniga up. Come on, look. I want to look up some facts because our sister right here come with facts. And a lot of times it go over people's head. They be like, oh, whatever, we ain't paying no attention what she talking about. Our sister be bringing facts. So I wanted to look at this. So I'm going to look at this Zuniga. So I'm going to find out who this Zuniga is, right? So let's go. Let's look at Zuniga. Zuniga, right? That's what we're going to look up. Zuniga. Now, but this is who she was talking about. Let's see. Zuniga. They spelled it wrong on there. Let me fix how, because this is how they spelled it. Zun. I take that off. So let me do it this way. I want to see something. I want to make sure we know. There we go. I think this right here. So let's go back to what our sister said. I'm gonna rewind it a little bit. So I'm gonna let her talk. So let me get this up here. All right, so let's let this go real quick. So I'm gonna let her break this down.
I've been researching, trying to figure out if she's related to the Hollywood Zunigas. Because Daphne Zuniga has ties in some interesting areas behind the scenes. Melrose Place actress. Does anybody remember?
Oh, damn. That Melrose Place. Yeah, 1990s.
Yeah, Daphne Zuniga. She has ties, like I said, some very interesting Hollywood ties. So you messing with this girl who's a child. This man has children older than this girl. Am I lying?
No, you're not lying.
Melrose.
His daughters are 32. Son is 30.
And he keeps getting online. And somebody want to apologize to my family. No, you don't. Because you would stop.
Yeah.
You got busted out.
Mm-hmm.
You did whatever you did on Instagram.
Yeah.
And is everyone forgetting that he was just recently tied to the whole bride and rooming with Casa Knott?
Let's look that up.
And Skip Bayless? Is everybody forgetting that just happened just a couple months ago?
Oh, man, yeah.
That just kind of went away.
All right, so let's look at this.
And it was really kind of sad how it went away so fast because it went away.
Hold on, watch this. So now she said there was something going on with Kai Cenat, bride and rooming with Kai Cenat, right? And let me see, Skip Bayless. I'm gonna put Skip Bayless in there. Skip Bayless. Oh, hold on. Let's see this. Let's see this.
I was Diddy's neighbor. I swear to you. You was a Diddy party?
Might have been some parties at your house.
All right. So this
I was Diddy's neighbor. I swear to you. You was a Diddy party?
Might have been some parties at your house.
Nah, but he said, and she was like, I was Diddy's neighbor. I swear to you. You ever was at a Diddy party?
Might have been some parties at your house.
Nah, but
Okay.
he said,
So this what he's talking about? Is this what Jaguar's talking
I
about?
swear to you. You ever was at a Diddy party?
Might have been some parties at your house.
I don't know.
Nah, but
It sounds spooky the way it is now, right? Let's keep hearing it over and over and over. After what she said, don't it say goosebumps down your? I mean, you're like, wait a minute, what's going on? Wait a minute. You know, I need that. I need to have that joint on there with Kevin Hart. Like, wait a minute, right? Hey, what's going on here? Oh no, Shannon. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. Is your word as good as mine? I'm gonna let our sister finish.
Wait, just as fast as the acadiddy thing.
Now she said acadiddy instead of academic. Acadiddy. Remember acadiddy did when he was talking to the little boy real crazy? See, she bring up receipts and stuff that happened. She reminds you of stuff that y'all don't remember. Hold on. I don't want to go too far because I still want to talk about the Sinners joints. But I said I was gonna let Jaguar cook for a minute. Let's let Jaguar cook for a minute. Hold on 1 second. Let me come out of this. The acadiddy thing. Remember the acadiddy thing? All right, that's why I says let's look up the academic Diddy thing. That's academic. Let me see. I want to put academic Diddy. Acadiddy. Nah.
And motherfucking Kris Jenner, man, I rebuke y'all in the name of Jesus. Allow my man Kanye West, now known as Ye, to raise his black.
All right, that ain't what I was. Let me see. No, I'm gonna do this because what she talked about is academic in a underage boy. Right. That's what she's talking about. Look at this right here. Academics under fire for grooming allegations, disturbing comments towards a minor. So let's see. Let's see if it's going to be in the middle. All right, we're gonna try that. We're gonna look see if we can bring that up right here like this. I know that's too big. Let me see. Nope. I really gotta fix that up. Let me just go back here. I want to fix that up so we can see that guy had that nice and neat. I'm gonna work on that for the next one. All right, so. Look at what he says. He gonna make some crazy, disturbing comments to a minor. Watch what this dude say. Academics is under fire. Let me make this bigger. Really? Maryland Lottery advertising on me? It could be you. Anyway, that's too big. They try to get me. Anyway, here we go. DJ Academics. Yeah, y'all can see that. DJ Academics is under fire after a live stream video caught audio of a social media personality making disturbing comments towards a minor. Over the weekend, DJ Academics was on live stream with a 15-year-old boy who was repeatedly moderating the Discord app. DJ Academics invited the team into a conversation and started asking a series of graphic and inappropriate questions. Warning, the details provided in the story below are graphic and are not appropriate for viewers of all ages. This is not a vote. This is not for children. Luckily, I don't have my video set for children. This is not for children. Look at what it says. In the disturbing video, DJ Academics asked the teen if he would let the live streamer Plaque Boy Max seduce him. So the streamer said he wanted to try effort with you. Would you let F with you? And DJ Academics asked in the video. No, said the boy in the video. Why not? So he's asking him about grown stuff with a minor. The boy tells him no. He says, why not? This is what DJ Academic says. You always wanted me to be next to you. Then he says, oh, I don't even want to repeat what he said, but this is what he said. Y'all said on the screen what he said. I'm not even going to repeat that. I'm not even going to let that happen where everybody flag anything. This is the news account. This is what this guy is guilty of saying and doing to a minor. It says, shortly further into the conversation, DJ Academics raised the graphic hypothetical question, asking team moderator if he would have with an adult. If the person got a sister and she threw you in a box, would you smash? Then he says no because I'm 15. The team responded in the live stream. He said, what do you mean? He asked him. He said, she's above 18. The team said in the live stream, it would be grooming. So this is what she's talking about. So she's pulling out all the stops. So let's continue on.
In Discord with that 15-year-old kid.
Yep.
My point is, what you doing messing with with people young enough to be your grandchildren, Hoss?
Yeah, what you doing, man?
OnlyFans?
Exactly.
You're negotiating $150 million big deal for your podcast outlets and all of that, which, by the way, was all set up for you by the NFL. Oh, I'm sorry. Who does Sean Carter work for?
See how she tied it all together?
Puzzle is puzzling.
No, I'm just...
The puzzle is puzzling. Look how she tied. That's what I'm saying. Her mind, the way her mind works, she can put stuff together. Like, she put stuff together. Look how she put that together. We know Shannon Sharpe was with us with the Ravens. He an NFL player. He got big on sports networks, still promoting and doing stuff for the NFL. And then it says, who else at the NFL? Now, I'm going to let her tie the story together. Go ahead, sis. Go ahead and tie the story together.
I mean, last time I checked, Mr. Carter works for the NFL. And he was the one that got real smart Black Americans who were boycotting the NFL to stop giving the NFL their money. He was able to make all of that happen. I think we're past bending a knee. And then all of a sudden, Black people giving their money back to the NFL again?
Yeah. Because remember, Black people had stopped giving their money to the NFL. They stopped going to the game. They was boycotting the NFL because of what they did to Colin Kaepernick. Y'all remember Colin Kaepernick, the brother that bent the knee because he was upset about how America responded to the police abusing and attacking Black people. and he said he was going to take a knee. He had to take a knee. This dude was rich. This dude had a promising career. They tried to lie, say he wasn't all that as a quarterback. This, that. I'm like, the dude made it to the Super Bowl. You want me to believe the quarterback that made it to the Super Bowl and almost won? You want me to believe he a bum? And he had nothing in him, and this, that. Come on, man. You bought that line. I'm not going to buy that he's a bum. All right, but that's the type of stuff they tried to say about him to take away from what he was doing. But black people was together and doing it. And Jay-Z did say he think the time for bending the knee is over and all this stuff. He did say that. And he said he was trying to work out a deal. We just don't understand it yet. He said all of that. He said all of that. Now, I will give you, he did have Kendrick on that stage doing like Kendrick did what he did. That was some dope stuff right there. That was some dope stuff right there. He wasn't expecting that. He was not expecting that at all. So that was dope. But anyway, I'm going to let her finish.
Those blackouts were for real, and it was costing the NFL millions. And all these people care about is money.
Jack, what is the age that you should be? I mean, when you're like that age, what's the youngest you should be to?
An almost 60-year-old man shouldn't even find a woman under the age of 30 attractive.
Yeah. And I know there's going to be a lot of people, and I'm going to stop it right there because this is delving into what we're going to be talking about on the Thursday show. So check it out. You want to hear more about Shannon Sharpe and getting into that. Rules of Engagement Thursday. Definitely going to be dealing with Shannon Sharpe and all that stuff because she's digging in. She's getting it. I was trying to let her get to the other thing that she wanted to say. I'll probably let her finish that up on Thursday and we get into it because there's a lot going on with this. A lot going on with this. So again, if you liking what you said so far on this live, please like, share, subscribe. If you like what you're saying on this live, please like, share, subscribe. If you like what you're saying on this live, please like, share, and subscribe. All right, so now we're going to get to our last segment, and then we're going to close it up for the night. We're going to get to our last segment. We're going to close it up for the night. And this is a segment that we're looking at with, of course, our girl Karen Hunter does an excellent show. And on this show, they're talking about the movie. Now, what I heard about this movie, and I'm not sure if y'all heard, but it was a lot of black people said, black people don't go see this movie. If you're a good Christian, don't go see this movie. It's anti-Christian. It's anti-Christ. It's against the Bible. And I'm sitting there thinking, a lot of times where black Christians or Christians in general are telling you not to look at something, it's because it's going to expose something or break down something that they don't want you to see. Case in point, the Da Vinci Code. The Da Vinci Code, oh my goodness, Christians, Protestants, and Catholics always say, oh, don't watch it. It's this, it's that. It's demonic. It's going to bring evil spirits in your house if you watch it. They say all kind of stuff, right? Well, I say the Da Vinci Code, all the Da Vinci Code did was expose everything that was happening in society at that time. And also it went back and it went back over some hidden history of the church that people didn't know. So it just exposed stuff. So I was like, so why they ain't want us to see this? Right? So I get leery when people try to use religious reasons for me not to watch a movie. Then later, I found out that Ryan Coogler made a great deal with this movie where he got money off the top from the people coming in from the doors for, I think, for the first week or two. if I'm not mistaken. I could look into that as well. And also, on top of that, after 25 years, the movie company's going to give him the rights to the movie. He's going to straight out own the movie himself. And they was mad. And I kind of felt like they don't want the ticket sales to go up. They want this movie to be a flop. But it's not a flop. This movie got black people everywhere excited. As Karen and them is going to be breaking it down. And I've been reading the comic and all this for different things. But Karen and them is going to break this down. They really going to delve into this. And they really going to delve into this. And I just want you guys to hear their take on it. Because again, a lot of times people try to get you not to get into stuff. Like I said, there's been a lot of comments out there speaking against it. There's been a lot of people trying to get you. That I really believe is because they don't want him to get this money. That's what I believe it's about. They don't want him to get this money. So I'm going to go ahead and let Karen and them carry this out and say some good stuff about this movie. Because I heard there's a lot of symbolism, a lot of good things in this movie. And just like I said, it was different things in the past where they said, don't do it, don't look at it, and it was nothing like anything that they said.
I think there's a reason why that movie Sinners has resonated with so many people, because it speaks to that audio and everything that's happening right now. Just people making up stuff. People can't even have safe spaces for themselves. It's incredible. It's just really incredible. I don't know what y'all were talking about before we got here, but I just been thinking about, like, I keep thinking about the stories my mother shared with me, growing up in segregated America, and here we are.
Imagine making $453,000 in a single month as an affiliate marketer without relying.
Here we are with all of this madness happening all around us. And you're right, we have to be vigilant. It's part of the reason why we did the film. We didn't know, Karen, when we were doing the film, that a lot of the themes in the film would be apropos to now. But, here's history. They're trying to erase history. Here's these conversations we need to have. People don't want us to have these conversations. Here's us being inclusive of all kinds of brothers in our communities. No, we don't want that either. It's surreal. I've been having these conversations all week. We're about to go to LA with this film and talk to people out there. And I was talking to a brother earlier today from Harlem who went to LA, and it's just trying to help the community, and people in Altadena trying to hold on to property after the fires is so similar to 20 years ago when Katrina happened and people never got to go back to New Orleans. All of this is very intentional. There's this constant kind of keeping us on the move and chaos. The chaos is intentional. The governmental chaos is intentional. We know, to keep people scared, frightened. What do we do? I don't know what to do. I mean, this is where we do have to draw on, and why I love Sinners so much. You have to draw on the ancestral power of our people. It's there. It's right. It's in us. It is in us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you texted me. When did you see it? When did you go see
it? Friday. We saw it the first day. We ran to the theater.
Did you do Lincoln? Did you go do Manhattan, or you went?
We did.
Did you do it in the IMAX in the Lincoln? Because
we didn't know there was one. Did you see it there? We didn't know that.
No,
it was there.
no. Okay. I'm averse to being in New York if I don't have to be. So,
you did say that.
And I'm definitely not going to be. I figured it would be mad crowded too, so I made calculations. So, I went to a 10 o'clock in the morning.
Oh wow!
It's like bought my ticket and the tickets around me, and but big screen, one of those, and I had the option in this particular theater to have one that had like motion with it, and because I didn't know what Sinners was, they said, do you want to activate? I was like, I ain't activate nothing. If there's vampires and boogie things shaking and rattling and rolling, I don't want to be shook in the midst of being scared, right? Because I thought it was going to be a vampire movie, and I'm going back because I want to be shook. I want to be shook for that one scene. I want to feel all of that.
All right, so I don't want no spoiler alerts, but I'm definitely going to check out the movie. I'm checking it out. I'm sorry, all of this, oh, don't go see it, oh, you're a good Christian, and I'm like, whatever. I think that's a ploy, the propaganda being put out to stop this brother from making movies, to making money on his movie. He had an almost all black cast, like, and he's doing it real big, and it's his film. It's his film that he came up with, and it's based off of real life issues. It's based off of real people. Like, from what I heard, I'm not going to give too much about it, but it was this guitarist from back in the day. And the things that he did, right? And this stuff is based off of that. Right? And trying to show you the evils behind certain behavior and all that stuff. And I'm sitting back like, everything everybody tell me about this movie is good. Why am I not going to say it? Because people say, oh, you're going to be a good Christian. If you see that movie, you're not going to be a good Christian. What are you talking about? You're not making sense right now. And tell us about every man. They said it about the Passion of the Christ. Oh, don't go see it. They said it about oh man, what's the name of that movie? The Da Vinci Code, right? They said it about angels and demons. Said it about all that stuff. And it was nothing like whatever they was trying to push and tell you. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. All right, so just want to thank you guys for watching this live with me tonight. We're going to end it out with our three sisters, three before joy, as they sing or chant to us the Shema.
Shema, 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 Shema. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Blessed be his name, his glory, his kingdom reigns forevermore. Hear, O Israel, the Lord God, the Lord is one. Blessed be his name, his glory, his kingdom reigns forevermore. Hear, O Israel, the Lord God, the Lord is one. Blessed be his name, his glory, his kingdom reigns forevermore. Hear, O Israel, the Lord God, the Lord is one.
Yep. So that's our sisters, three before joy. Love them, love their music. Got everything for them in the description below as well. So thank you for staying up with me tonight. As y'all see, I'm doing this. I'm trying to do it real big with y'all. Trying to still keep the Monday show live, even though I was thinking about changing it. But I'm still up big with y'all, trying to do all that stuff. So hopefully you all enjoyed tonight's show, and want to give a big up to everybody who's going to watch it on a replay, and a special big up for those who are watching it now live with me. You know, I just thank all of you guys, and I want to bid you all Layla Tov and Shalom.
Shema Yisrael.